In the heart of the urban jungle, a silent predator walks among us. He doesn't roar, he doesn't posture, he simply is. This is the reserved man, the enigma that modern society has forgotten, but high-value women never will. Mystery is the engine of attraction, a psychological gravity that pulls the curious into its orbit. Unlike the common man who spills his secrets for validation, the reserved man understands the power of the untold. The scarcity principle dictates that we assign the highest value to that which is least accessible. When attention is rare, it becomes a currency of immense power. To a high-value woman, silence is perceived as emotional stability, a calm center in a world of chaos. It signals an internal locus of control, a man who is not reactive to external noise. But behind this psychological armor lies a biological fortress built on the ancient practice of semen retention. This is the animal instinct, a primal recognition of genetic fitness and self-mastery. Evolutionary biology suggests that high-status signals are often found in the economy of movement and sound. The man who does not need to roar to be heard is the one who truly commands the room. Semen retention acts as a biological catalyst, sharpening the masculine edge through hormonal optimization. The temporary spike in testosterone levels creates a baseline of unshakable presence. Proponents argue this increases pheromonal signaling, an invisible magnetic pull that women can sense. It is a primal, biological attraction that bypasses the rational mind entirely. By sensitizing dopamine receptors, the man on retention becomes more grounded, more present, more real. He is no longer a slave to the cheap hits of digital validation. This internal energy is transmuted into professional drive and unwavering personal discipline. He becomes mission-driven, a trait that the high-value woman respects above all else. He embodies the Stoic ideal, mastery over the mind, indifference to the trivial. This self-mastery is the ultimate seduction, for a man who cannot be bought is a man who cannot be controlled. In the realm of high-value dynamics, the reserved man occupies a space of heavy, invisible gravity. He doesn't seek attention, he commands it through the sheer mass of his presence. This is survival selection in its purest form. The high-value woman recognizes the strength required to hold one's ground in a world that demands you compromise. Semen retention is the bedrock of this discipline. It is the practice of internal alchemy, turning base desires into the refined gold of character and mission. Keep them guessing. Let the silence speak. For in the economy of value, the man who speaks the least often says the most. This is the law of the reserved man. Mystery is the engine of attraction, a psychological gravity that pulls the curious into its orbit. Silence is his shield and his most potent weapon. Unlike the common man who spills his secrets for validation, the reserved man understands the power of the untold. He shares himself in slow increments. The scarcity principle dictates that we assign the highest value to that which is least accessible. When attention is rare, it becomes a currency of power. In a world of constant noise, reservation is the ultimate luxury. It signals an internal worth that doesn't need to shout to be felt. To a high-value woman, silence is perceived as emotional stability, a calm center in a world of chaos. It signals an unshakable internal focus. It signals an internal locus of control, a man who is not reactive to external noise. He is the eye of the storm, unmoving and resolute. But behind this psychological armor lies a biological fortress built on semen retention. This is the transmutation of raw energy into untouchable power. This is the animal instinct, a primal recognition of genetic fitness and self-mastery. Women sense this biological signature from across a room. Evolutionary biology suggests that high-status signals are found in the economy of movement. The dominant male doesn't need to posture. He just is. Semen retention acts as a biological catalyst, sharpening the masculine edge through hormonal optimization. It turns base desire into character gold. His selective openness creates an exclusive bond, a shared secret that feels like a rare treasure. This is the ultimate intimacy, earned, not given freely to the masses. Proponents argue this increases pheromonal signaling, an invisible magnetic pull. It is a primal attraction that signals high genetic quality. By sensitizing dopamine receptors, he becomes more grounded and more real. He is focused on his mission, not on chasing shadows in the dark. His focus is his ultimate weapon. He embodies the Stoic ideal, mastery over the mind, and a total indifference to the trivialities of the world. Self-mastery is the ultimate seduction. A man who cannot be bought is a man who cannot be controlled. He holds his ground in a world of compromise. In high-value dynamics, his selective openness creates an exclusive bond. It is a shared secret that feels like a rare and earned treasure. For in the economy of value, the man who speaks the least often says the most. This is the law of the reserved man. Silence is power. We must look at the psychological mechanics of scarcity. He creates an information gap, a void that the human brain is hardwired to fill. When something is hard to get, we naturally attribute it with higher status. Desperation is loud. Calm confidence is a whisper that everyone hears. Mastery of reproductive drive manifests as an aura of vitality. This biological signature is picked up by the primal centers of the female brain. It is choosing the man who represents self-control. By avoiding the dopamine drain, he maintains a higher baseline of purpose and motivation. His silence creates its own proof of value. Women are drawn to the Stoic man because he mirrors the emotional regulation they seek in a partner. This pattern has existed for millennia. From samurai to Stoics, the reserved man has always been the pillar of strength in every age. In our modern era of oversharing, this archetype is even more powerful. Every time he doesn't post or text back instantly, his mystery grows. In the tribes of old, the man who could hold his gaze and his tongue was the man the others looked to in a crisis. This gap fuels curiosity, turning interest into discovery. Ultimately, a high-value woman seeks the security that only self-mastery provides. The samurai knew that a blade in its sheath holds more terror than one drawn in haste. Reservation is potential energy. He prioritizes mission over seduction, which is the ultimate lure. It's a primal recognition that this man is a leader from the shadows. Retention creates a magnetic field. It isn't magic. It's the biological output of a man who isn't leaking his life force. Retention is the catalyst for a life of purpose. Stoicism provides the framework, teaching us to focus only on what we can control internally. The reserved man is the master of his soul. Tonight we have decoded the thrill of the chase and the power of the man who refuses to be caught. Your silence is your most potent weapon. Use it wisely. The survival of the Stoic ensures the strongest traits are passed on to the future. This animal instinct is the bridge between our primal past and our mastered future. Walk it with pride. Stay reserved. Stay powerful. High-value attraction is not a game. It is a biological alignment of worth. When you master your energy, you master your destiny in the shadows. The woman who chases the reserved man is chasing the stability she cannot find elsewhere. She is drawn to the gravity of a man who is whole. He does not need the applause of the masses. His own internal compass is enough. This detachment is magnetic, pulling her deeper into his world. Every day on retention is a choice to be more than common. It is a choice to reclaim the masculine edge. This is the revelation ladder. Share little, reveal much in the silence. The information gap is the engine of her desire to know the man beneath. Across history, this archetype has stood as the pillar. In a world of oversharing, your reservation is the ultimate luxury and a signal of status. Control your impulses, master your mind. The reserved man knows his worth and will never compromise it for easy validation or cheap attention. High-value women are the ultimate gatekeepers of the future. They are biologically designed to select for this mastery. This is the meeting of two disciplined souls. She seeks the challenge that mirrors her own self-worth. Chasing a man who is easily won is not her path. The gravity of his presence doesn't need to shout. It is felt in every silent moment, every steady look, and every choice to remain reserved. Tonight we have decoded the instinct. The chase is not for the man, but for the depth he represents. Walk the path of the mastered future. This is the end of the beginning. Master your internal fire, retain your power, and become the enigma the world can never forget. See you soon. The 12-minute journey into the mind and body of the reserved man reveals a pattern of discipline and energy. We explore the neurochemistry of retention, the evolutionary psychology of female attraction to stoic traits, and the historical precedents of seminal conservation among high-value archetypes. Every line of the expanded script is a step deeper into the truth. The biological vitality of the mastered man is the ultimate signal. This is the complete, non-condensed path to unmasking the animal instinct. If this 12-minute journey has changed your perspective, give this video a like. Join the circle of the reserved. This internal alchemy is the secret of the ages. It is the gold that no one can steal, for it is built in the silence. Support the craft with the thanks button below. Stay reserved, stay powerful. We will see you in the shadows. This is the end. We have decoded the thrill because the thrill is the chase of the unattainable. Be the man who is worth the pursuit. The legacy of the Stoic is passed down not in words, but in the strength of the bloodline. Control your energy. The mastered man is the future. He is the one who survives the noise and inherits the silence of the earth. Become the enigma. Let them wonder. Let them chase. Your power is your own. Retain it. Master it. Live it. This isn't just about attraction. It's about the genetic code itself. High-value women are wired to find the strongest link. In the social dance, the man who remains centered is the one who sets the tempo for everyone else. The ancient warriors understood that their strength was a finite resource to be guarded, not spent on every passing whim. Modern mastery requires even more discipline because the distractions are now carried in our very pockets. Choose silence. The final lesson of the reserved man is that true power belongs to the one who needs nothing from the world. Be that man. Like the silent watchers of old, the reserved man observes the ebb and flow of human desire without being swept away by it. Character is what you do in the dark. It is the depth that high-value women sense when words are absent. Resolve is the chain that binds your energy to your purpose. Do not break it for a moment of fleeting pleasure. The animal instinct is most powerful when it is contained. A calm predator is the most dangerous and the most magnetic. In the end, those who master themselves inherit the world. If you felt the weight of these shadows, give this video a like. Join our ranks. Subscribe to the Circle of Silent Observers. Don't miss the next revelation. Support the craft with the thanks button. Stay reserved, stay powerful. See you in the shadows.